you guys a quick intro. There are a lot of people here who know us, and a lot of new faces. So just very quickly, we are Mobclix. Nothing gives us more pleasure than helping you guys make money. I mean, very few things. I mean, some of our co-founders like their women, but we really enjoy making you guys as much money as possible. So, like Smith mentioned earlier, I think tonight's talk is going to be a lot of it about new announcements, what's coming up, and how we're improving our platform and to help you guys make even more money. So one of the things that people often overestimate about Mobclix is that we're all about monetizing and advertising. And even though that's our bread and butter, we are really the #1 resource for mobile developers. And one of the reasons that is because we represent the nexus between developers and ad networks, premium brands, and end users. So basically, we have something to offer everyone, whether you're just getting into the game, whether you have your own publishing company and are putting out 50 to 100 apps each month, whether you're looking to get onto the top 100, the top 50, the top 10, we can increase your downloads, we can help you monetize more effectively, and basically take your ROI through the roof. So basically, in order to get to the major announcement, I'm just going to kind of breeze through all of this stuff. But currently we're serving about 4 billion ad impressions a month. That's roughly the size of some of our competitors who are 2 to 3 times as large as we are. We launched about a year and a half ago at TechCrunch 50, and since then we've added about 7,000 users to our user base, and that's both on iPhone and Android. We're increasing support for BlackBerry coming in a little while, and as well as mobile web. But basically we have as much information about what's going on in mobile as like I said, competitors 2 to 3 times our size. Just a few things of what's been going on recently. Last week we had a few hits in TechCrunch. We had an interesting article about currently what's going on in Android versus iPhone in terms of what users are kind of feeling, how the waters are in terms of free versus paid apps. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. We've been representing at GDC. We've been listening to developers, reaching out to developers, and identifying what they want to see in future updates from Mobclix, what they're looking for, what's going on right now, and what they're interested in seeing. Starting tomorrow, we're going to have a few panels at South by Southwest, and in about a month or so, it's going to be at 360 iDev. So definitely, if you're at any one of these events, look us up. We have a lot of interesting things to discuss, and I'm going to try and get to that. But before I do, just want to point out the Mobclix Challenge. This was something that we ran back in December, where we invited developers to integrate both Mobclix and AdMob into their applications, and basically see which one made more money. It was a no holds barred, no punches competition that was just straight apples to apples. And the results are out. I'd invite everyone to go check it out at mobclix.com/challenge when you have some chance, and I think you'll find it very interesting. So when people think about advertising, a lot of times the first thing that pops up is these very scrawny little banner ads that are mostly just monotone and are text-based. That's not the case with Mobclix. We have in every single ad format and every single ad type that you can imagine, ranging from the most popular 350 by 300 and 250. You have those banner ads, but they're high contrast, engaging ads. We have the rich media interstitial. We have the click to call, click to app, click to web, click to video. I mean, basically, if there's an ad format, you can run it through Mobclix, and we're working to ensure that out of the 25 plus ad networks that we're working with, we're generating the most highly relevant, the most engaging, and the most highest paying ads for your application. One of the ways that we do that is by increasing targeting. We are the only mobile ad exchange who provides this level of targeting, where we go out and, as I mentioned, we're working with 7,000 developers, so that roughly translates to about 75 to 80% of the iPhone, iPod Touch market. Our Android SDK went live about 3 weeks ago. Since then, we're already targeting about 25% of the Android market, and we're seeing a huge increase week over week, and that's only going to continue to grow. The reason is that we're able to identify what consumers are interested in, what users are looking at, what they want to see, and what ads are going to deliver that. So as a developer, that means you're going to keep seeing the high volumes and keep seeing the level of engagement that you need to make your app successful. And again, our targeting is so advanced that we have companies like Nielsen who have partnered with us to basically take that to the next level. Nielsen approached us, and right now we're their exclusive mobile partner in providing the highest level of targeting to advertisers. So what that means is, if Coke wants to be able to advertise to a mom in the Midwest or an executive in the Northeast or anyone like that, basically they're going to be coming to us. And what that means for developers is that now advertisers aren't just wasting their money just kind of trying to bombard the market. They're able to specifically target their intended audience, and we're giving them the feedback that they need to make their campaigns more effective. So they're willing to spend more on individual campaigns, And because we don't take a single cent of the revenue you generate, all that money is going directly to you. The other major benefit of being able to partner with Nielsen is that now a lot of these niche developers, we talk to developers all the time, and they tell us that they like to create applications for the sake of creating applications. They're creating, nice, nuanced, quirky applications. And so what this means, if you're reaching out to an intended audience that an advertiser is looking for, now you're going to be up in their face, and we're going to get their ads onto your application. No longer are they only going to be reaching out to the top 10, top 100, targeting like that. Now advertisers come to us, they say, hey, where do our users live? And we help target according to that basis. We can certainly talk about more ways we do that, but yeah, I just want to jump to one of the major announcements that are coming up. The next slide is basically to demonstrate how we optimize ad serving. A lot of people choose a lot of the ad exchanges that exist do target applications on a serial fashion. What that means is they have 2 or 3 ad networks on their base, and every time your application sends a request for an ad, it goes to one ad network. If that ad network doesn't have an ad to serve, basically your fill rates are going down, your ad latency is increasing, and it's kind of pushing you off to the next network serially. But what we do is every time your application sends a request to our ad exchange, we're dynamically searching across the entire mobile inventory to find you the highest paying, most relevant campaign. And what's going to happen is that our SDK finds that ad and basically delivers it each time. So because we aggregate the most mobile inventory, that means you're going to be getting the highest eCPMs each time, and not wasting your time figuring out which ad networks is going to be giving you the highest returns. And the best part of all is that it's the smallest, most fully functional server-side library out there. So to get all this functionality, it's not like you have to download a whole bunch of different SDKs or anything like that. 270 kilobits is all it takes, and that's you're getting the full functionality of that. So the next slide again. So again, this is just showing that okay, it searched through all the inventory, found that the Coke ad was the highest paying ad, and so that's what's being shown on Shazam. Again, so the main announcement that we wanted to make tonight is a partnership that we recently announced in TechCrunch. And actually, I'm going to call up one of the founders of Heartbeat to talk a little bit more and give you guys a quick demo of that.
How you guys doing? My name is Severo Mondelli. I am co-creator of Heartbeat along with Sean Harrison back there. And yes, Mobclix and Heartbeat. Mobclix just acquired Heartbeat. We're going to be working with them now. What is Heartbeat? Heartbeat is actually, Sean and I were actually iPhone developers. We started about 2 years ago. We had a bunch of applications launched on the App Store. We had a lot of success with it. Part of that success came a lot of management that came along with the App Store. It's still kind of immature in that respect with marketing tools, kind of developer dashboard things. One thing that Mobclix does really well is they give you guys a lot of tools to actually manage all of your stuff far beyond monetization. You get a lot of analytics through Mobclix and a lot of things you really do need to increase your ROI. Heartbeat actually kind of crosses paths with Mobclix a little bit, but it does things that Mobclix doesn't really do, which is why this makes sense. App Store sales analytics, crash reporting, real-time usage analytics, piracy detection. There is piracy on the App Store. You guys probably have noticed it. If you haven't noticed it, you will notice it. Alright, this is actually a screenshot of what Heartbeat does. You can see the sales analytics. Heartbeat actually goes right into your iTunes Connect account, pulls your daily reports. A lot of times you guys are using either just downloading the daily reports daily, throwing them into an Excel sheet using numbers, concatenating some kind of spreadsheet. It doesn't really work too well, kind of a pain. iTunes Connect is slow. It's a real mess. Heartbeat kind of came from all of those problems. We coordinate everything into a nice trend graph. You see your total revenue in a native currency. Doesn't matter what currency you're working in, and you see everything there. This is the stats, real-time stats. One of the problems we had with our development and throughout all our applications was that we were developing applications that require server-side kind of maintenance and scaling. And when you're developing an application on the App Store, you kind of just throw it up there. You see how much it sells, and the next day you actually see, you'll actually know all those stats. That's not really good enough when you need to scale your servers, and when your servers are getting pounded and they're going down and there's problems. So we had a lot of that. So what happened was we kind of came up with a really quick solution to track how many downloads we were getting throughout the day by pinging our servers. Heartbeat that was the first iteration of Heartbeat, and that, which was really just like one-page website with like all the hits blog, turned into this. and you can see your version breakdown of all your applications, the device breakdown, which actual devices